Ole Miss's killer stretch drive begins with the date in Death Valley against LSU. The Rebels are still undefeated. Even LSU has a shot to win the SEC Western Division with only one conference loss. We got Steve Merrill on the line from WagerTalk.com. That is the place to be. WagerTalk.com, NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, the NBA, all with Steve right there, plus his money management system as well. Steve, we've got LSU and Ole Miss. It's practically a pick 'em, but the Tigers are a slight favorite at home by 2.5.
Alabama radio show that I do every week in the Tennessee Valley with Tom Abraham, and this is the first game he asked me about on Thursday. He's like, I don't understand this line. How is Ole Miss getting points against LSU? You know, they're undefeated, had the better season. I go, I get that, but, you know, the line is actually where it should be. In fact, my math model favors LSU by 3.5. And it's only a 1 point difference, but obviously 3 is a very key number. You know, there's about a 9% chance that a home favorite's going to win by 3 in college football. So I do think there's a little bit of value with LSU here. And the question for me is, you know, how do they respond after the last couple of weeks? They had a really tough loss against Tennessee. I liked them in that game. We talked about it last week. You know, it was a little misleading because they fumbled the opening kickoff to return for a touchdown. They're down 7-0. They couldn't play from behind like that against an explosive Tennessee team. So I don't think the 40-13 loss was as bad as it appeared, and that obviously was the case because they go down to Florida last week. They went outright by 10 as a slight dog. Do they come in focused here, or is there a little bit of a hangover after that game? We'll find out. So there's a little bit of line value with LSU, and this is the real first true road test for Ole Miss. We talked about this in some of the other games this week. Check out the other channels here, some of the games we broke down. I mentioned like the Syracuse-Clemson game on the Clemson channel. We talked about this as well. You know, Syracuse had only played one really road game all season. This is Ole Miss's third road game, but their other 2 road games were at Georgia Tech and at Vanderbilt. They were a 17-point favorite in both of those games, won easily. So it's a hostile environment, tough road test. For an LSU team that's probably a little bit better than their overall record, if they continue to play hard here, there's a little bit of value with LSU according to my ratings.
It's Steve's work at WagerTalk.com, the NFL, Major League Baseball, college football, of course, and the NBA is coming up very soon. Get this value, folks. You go to patreon.com, search MarkRogersTV. It's $5 a month. Yes, you get my selections. I'm on a pretty decent streak at 25-12 against the spread the last 2 weekends. Steve's under the radar selection, which is 6-1. And you get one of those each and every week. Plus, you join our Discord and you can talk college football with the self-proclaimed knuckleheads. You can talk on there with those guys 24/7, 365. They're on there all the time. They've pretty much taken the thing over. I'm not even really allowed on there anymore. But, man, we get you the Discord link. You can talk college football all the time. But, again, Steve Merrill at Wager Talk as well, right here at the Voice of College Football. Steve, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Mark.